Hi, fifth grade. I'm back with another video, and today we're just going to show you just how you can make storybooks like we've been doing in Writer's Workshop, but on the computer. You can, of course, also do this with the pencils and paper at home, but if you want to do it on Google Classroom and show me your books, you can also do that. So I will be posting this assignment on Google Classroom on our homepage, and again, if you ever have any questions or need help, please just ask here in this thread right here. So fifth grade, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be clicking on this waffle button right here and looking at this app called Slides. And we've used Slides in our classrooms before. So what we're going to do is we are going to open up a Google Slides, and just like we're doing with Writer's Workshop right now, where we are creating books based on something we know a lot about, we can also create these kind of books, but in a Google Doc or Google Slides as well. So since Mrs. O'Meara knows a lot about board games, as you can tell, I am going to make a book called All About Board Games by Mrs. O'Meara. And then I'm just going to show you a couple of quick little features that you can use with Google Slides. And then you can spend the day making your own books. And then if you do finish one, you can send that in to me and I'll check it out. So let's say I want to make a book about board games. So maybe my first page will be about maybe my favorite board games. And on here, what I could do is I could write out a paragraph saying, I love all types of board games, especially ones with mini figures, because I really like those types. And maybe I can make a bullet point list of all the games I really like. So then I could list out the games that I like, and then after that I can insert images. So I can do the search the web. So maybe I'll think of a board game I really like. So let's see. I really like this game called Takanoko. I think that's a fun one. So I'm gonna post a picture then of Takanoko into my book. And now you could see the game. I'll make this picture a lot smaller, and then I can use that to kind of add something to my page. So maybe I'll talk about this game called Takanoko, and then maybe I'll talk about this game called Ticket to Rides, and so on. And that could be my first page of my book. Then once I'm ready to move on to a new page, I just have to press this plus button. And then let's say I want this page to look a little bit different. Something I can do is I can go down and go to Apply Layout, and you may be already familiar with this too. And maybe I want to change the way this page looks. So maybe then I can talk about another part of board games. Maybe I can talk about the different genres of board games, because there's a lot of different types. So maybe over here I'll talk about casual games like Monopoly and Scrabble. And then maybe over here, I'll talk about tabletop games, and I could talk about Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder, and I could talk about all those fun sorts of games on here. And then after that, maybe I could write some paragraphs about these different genres of board games. So these are just some options. So there's a lot of fun ways that you can kind of customize your book in these in Google Slides. So just another thing that you can do is if you ever want a blank text box, so if you ever want an extra text box, you can use the text box tool and create that. You can also change the color of all your fonts or the look of your fonts by clicking on the font buttons up at the top. And then again, if you ever want to insert images or audio even, or a video, you just have to click on here to find those different things. But either way, I think that you guys can create some really cool books using this. And of course, if you can't use the computer during this time, that is totally fine. You can always try this out on just pen and paper, or maybe you did bring home your book, you could always finish it at home as well. One last thing, you can also change the theme of your page. So I can change the way all my pages look, and they'll have like special fonts and colors and things like that. So if you want to make it a little extra fancy, you can do that as well. Back on the Google Classroom homepage, again, if you have any questions, please post them here or have your parents message me. And then, as always, you have all of these websites that you can use to help you out with your learning right now since we're off of school. And then, of course, you have that packet. And as always, if you have any questions with that, please just let me know. Hope you guys are having a good time, and I will talk to you later, 5th grade.